Hello people, welcome back to my channel Study with Nandu, and this is another lecture on the subject of human resource management. In this video, we are going to discuss about the resource-based view in SHRM, that is strategic human resource management. We are going to discuss about the resource-based view in SHRM. The resource-based view. According to the resource-based view, the strategic HRM is the range of tangible and intangible uh, owned by an organization, which includes assets, knowledge, skills, processes, information, etc. When these resources are combined, they create the business capabilities. RBV is a theory that explains how an organization can gain a competitive advantage through its unique resources and capabilities. In SHRF, employees are considered as one of the most valuable resources of an organization. So guys, let me explain you this. So did you notice why some companies perform better than others even when they sell the same similar products? Example like Coca-Cola and Pepsi, or two colleges running the same courses, or two restaurants serving the same food, etc. Why is one often more successful in certain markets? Because of its brand reputation, because of its marketing strategies, because of its distribution network, how they are distributing their products, how well the employees are expert in their production, right? So these all matter here, right? Even though the products are similar, the resources and capabilities differ. Right. So here RDV says that an organization's success depends on its unique resources and capabilities. What is unique resources? What is unique resources? What do you mean by unique? Different from others. Yes. So here we have tangible resources and intangible resources. See here, tangible and intangible. What do you mean by tangible and intangible? Tangible means what things we can see and touch, right? Example like building, we have machines, yes, we have technology, we have money, right? So things we can see it as well as we can touch it, right? That is tangible. Intangible resources means what things we cannot touch but are valuable. Example like employee skills, employee knowledge, then company brand reputation, the company culture, right? The innovation, how innovative they are. So these all are non-tangible. So when these both tangible and non-tangible resources work together, they create a business capabilities, okay, which help a company gain a competitive advantage. What do you mean by competitive advantage? What do you mean by this competitive advantage? Competitive advantage means what? Doing something better than the competitors, right? Example, let me take a restaurant example in this whole video. A restaurant may have a talented chef, the excellent customer service, or secret recipes. Okay, they may have that, but these unique resources attracts more customers and create an advantage over other restaurants. Yes, so these are the unique resources. In SHRM also, employees are viewed as the most valuable resources. Okay, so they are viewed as the most valuable resources. Employees are treated as most valuable because they create ideas, they solve problems, they come up with the innovative ideas, right? They improve the productivity of the company, right? So therefore even the company invest in recruitment, training and development. Yes, and also like they come up with employee retention to stay the employees for the longer period of time, because the skilled employees are different for, and also it is very difficult for the competitors to copy. Yes, so this is all about the resource based view. Now let's understand VRIN framework. This is very important. Okay, so here we have four characteristics, which is V for valuable, R for rare, I for inimitable, and N for non-substitutable. Okay, so let me explain you one by one with example. Fine, first is valuable. So what is valuable? Imagine a restaurant with a highly skilled chef, right? So the chef prepares a delicious food. Customers keep coming back to the restaurant. The sales will be increased, right? So therefore the chef is valuable here because he helps the restaurant achieve its goals, right? So a resource is valuable if it helps the company increase profits or to improve the quality and to reduces the cost, okay, and also to satisfy the customer. Then we can say that the resource is valuable. Okay. Next, we have rare. So generally we know what is rare, right? What is rare? It is not done or not seen very often. Yes. So suppose only one restaurant in the city has a chef who can prepare a special secret biryani recipe. Okay. So other restaurants don't have the chef. So what happens? Customer visit that one restaurant frequently. Yes. So here is the chef skill is rare. We cannot find the biryani with that taste in any other restaurant in the city. Right. Next we have inimitable. What is inimitable? It is different to copy. Yes, so the restaurant secret spice mix and the cooking techniques have been developed over many years. Okay, so the competitors try to copy the spice recipe and the techniques, but it fails. Okay, even if competitors know the recipe, they cannot easily reproduce the same taste. Yes, so therefore it is inimitable. Okay, next we have non-substitutable. What do you mean by non-substitutable? It cannot be replaced by any other resources. Okay, so here the chef talent cannot be replaced by another resource like machines or equipment. Okay, making it unsubstitutable. Okay, so customers come mainly because of the chef's unique cooking skills and personal touch. Yes, so this is all about VRIN framework. What is VRIN? V for valuable, R for rare, I for inimitable, N for non-substitutable. Okay, non-substitutable means what cannot be replaced. Clear? So RBV is based on two important assumptions. Okay, first is heterogeneity and the second is immobility. Okay, so let's understand them using the same restaurant example. Okay, let me take the same type of examples here so then you will have a clear idea what I'm trying to say. Right? So first is heterogeneity. Let me tell you what is heterogeneity. Heterogeneity is every organization has different resources, skills, and capabilities. Okay, so the skills, capabilities, and other resources that organization possess differ from one company to another. That is, they are heterogeneous. They are not same. They are different. Okay, so these differences make some organization perform better than others. Okay, so imagine there are two restaurants. Okay, restaurant A and restaurant B. Right, restaurant A and restaurant B. Okay, so restaurant A will have an experienced chef, right? Excellent customer service, or they have a unique recipes. Okay, now restaurant B will have the average chef. Okay, they don't have that much skilled chef. They have an average chef. Normal customer service they provide. They have a common recipes. Okay, so both restaurants are in the same city. They both are in the same city, but their resources are different here, right? So because restaurant A has a better resources, it attracts more customers and earns more profit. Okay. So what I'm trying to say this differences in the resources between organization is called the heterogeneity. Okay. This is called as heterogeneity. Second one is immobility. Immobility means what? Valuable resources cannot be easily transferred or copied by competitors. Okay. See, resources are not mobile and do not move from one company to another company. Intangible resources such as brand equity, processes, knowledge, or intellectual property are usually immobile. So, restaurant A becomes very famous here because it has more what the chef is very professional here, right? So the customer trusts this brand. Okay, the chef has nearly 20 years of experience. Yes, so the restaurant has a secret recipe. Yes, now restaurant B wants the same success. Whether restaurant B can immediately possess that success? No, right? They cannot come with the customer trust immediately. They cannot come up with brand reputation or 20 years of experience. Yes, they cannot make a secret recipe knowledge. Yes, so that they cannot copy or they cannot take from the other restaurant. Yes, so what I'm trying to say is these valuable resources cannot easily move from one restaurant to another. This is called resource immobility. Okay, so in company, intangible resources such as brand equity, processes, knowledge, or intellectual property are usually immobile. These are non-transfer or not being copied. Okay, so immobility, heterogeneity and immobility. Hope I'm clear with the differences and meanings, right? Now let us understand the importance of RBV in SHRM. First is RBV helps attract talented employees. So when an organization values its employees as a strategic resources, then it attracts talented employees. Okay, so this is why RBV helps attract talented employees, right? Second is improves employee performances. So when employees are treated as valuable resources, automatically their performance will get improved, right? So when the performance will get improved, it leads to the better organization results. Yes. Third is encourages training and development. RDP encourages organizations to invest in training because employee skills is very important here because they are treated as a source of a competitive advantage. Okay. Next, we have increases employee retention. Since skilled employees are valuable resources, organizations try to retain them for a longer period of time. Fifth, we have create sustainable competitive advantage. So when they try to retain the employees, there will be a long-term advantage over competitors. So this is called sustainable competitive advantage. Okay, so RBV is important in SHRM because it helps organizations to attract talented employees, improve performances, encourage training and development, retain employee, and create sustainable competitive advantage. So we have seen that RBV helps organizations gain competitive advantage through valuable resources, right? So, however, RBV is not a perfect one. Let's understand its limitations. Okay. So, first one is difficult in finding resources that satisfy all criteria. So, finding a resources that is valuable, rare, inimitable, and non-substitutable at the same time is very difficult. Okay. So the second one is external factors are ignored, such as product market pressures. So even though the restaurant has a strong resources, have taken the restaurant examples, right? So even though the restaurant has a strong resources, external market condition can still affect its success. Okay, so RBV focuses mainly on internal resources and many of time it ignores the external environmental factors, right? Third one is providing only generalized guidance on what resources are suitable. So RBV tells us what kind of resources are important, but does not provide a detailed roadmap for the managers what to do, what actions you need to perform. Okay. Next is different resources configurations can provide the same value for firms. Okay, so different combinations of resources can create the same competitive advantage. Okay, so there is a no single set of resources that guarantees the success. Right. The last one is requires continuous investment in employees. So organization must keep investing in their employees to maintain the competitive advantage. Okay. So RBV can be costly because organization needs continuous investment in human resources. Got it? If you found this explanation helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Study with Nandu for more easy HRM and MBA lessons. Comment below what topic you would like me to explain next. So let's wind up this video here and continue in the next part. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you found this lesson helpful. Thank you.